Today I'm talking about something that I don't normally talk about, and that is a tax proposal by the city of San Diego. My name is Ryan Ponce. I'm with Compass, and today I'm talking about the $5,000 per bedroom per year tax that City Council is proposing for second homes and vacation rentals. So this is really a big deal because the tax is pretty substantial. Again, it's $5,000 per bedroom per year for second homes and vacation rentals. It is important to note that they classify second homes as vacant second homes, and they don't have a definition for that yet. So I don't know if that means you didn't occupy it an entire year, or if there's going to be a certain amount of days that you have to occupy the property as your second home. I'm not sure because they don't have a definition. But it is a proposal that affects about 10,600 homes in San Diego, and it's expected to generate anywhere from like $100 million to $135 million per year in tax revenue. I'm extremely against this proposal because it will devastate some markets. Downtown San Diego is a big second home destination. It's really hard to understand or to guess how many homes in downtown San Diego are second homes. If I were to put a number on it, my best guess would probably be about a third of the homes in downtown San Diego are second homes. This being me working in downtown San Diego for the last 15 years and understanding the market really well, following the market statistics and seeing where people are flowing in and out of. In downtown San Diego, I would assume that it's about 33% of the homes in downtown are second homes. So I think that the 10,600 potential homes that are affected might actually be more than that. So what's the purpose of this initiative or this tax proposal? Sean Illo Rivera is the one that proposed it, and it did pass the first hurdle 3-1. So it will go to a vote with City Council in March again, but it'll have more details on the proposal. It is, from what they're saying, intended to increase affordability, to help supply homes to San Diego residents. Because in their words, or a summary of their words, every home that is taken for a second home or a vacation rental is a home taken from a San Diego resident. So it's a home that a San Diego resident doesn't have access to. But in reality, this is not like a 1 + 1 = 2 equation. A lot of the concentration for these second homes and short-term rentals are in areas that don't necessarily appeal to the average San Diego resident. So downtown, Mission Beach, there's a lot of different areas where you're more likely to have higher concentration of tourists and of second homes. And I don't necessarily think that it's the equivalent of like taking a home from a resident in San Diego. Downtown San Diego appeals to a certain lifestyle. It appeals to a certain type of buyer that is looking for convenience, is looking for maybe service, amenities, all of that, walkability, and it's not necessarily something that the average San Diego resident is looking for. So I also don't think that downtown San Diego has a supply issue right now. We are at one of the lowest levels of activity recorded, or we are at the lowest level of activity recorded for a year in downtown San Diego. We're 50 to 60% lower in sales volume than the average year. If you were to compare that to like 2019 before COVID, the number of sales is down dramatically. There are sellers that are waiting on the sideline. There's people that are expiring, pulling their property off the market that want to sell eventually, but it just might not be the right time. Maybe they're waiting for the market to improve a little bit or buyer activity to at least step up. Now, we have not seen a massive reduction in pricing in downtown, although there are some good deals right now, but it's all like property to property basis. So I think that it could have a really big negative impact on downtown San Diego if you are to affect supply, meaning people are taxed more, and so maybe you can't or don't want to pay an additional, $10,000 for a 2-bedroom on an annual basis in taxes. You're more likely to sell, and if you get a lot of people selling, demand has to meet that, or else you have way too much inventory. And on the flip side of that coin, downtown San Diego is heavily reliant on second home buyers. Like I mentioned, it's a large demographic of people buying in downtown San Diego. So if you're taking that buyer pool away or scaling that back dramatically, you're going to have less demand, and less demand and more supply. They don't necessarily. It would be devastating for the downtown market. In other words, so I think that it is important to follow this, to track what's going on, and to make your voice heard, because I think that this is a really big deal. It could negatively impact downtown San Diego. With offices struggling, you don't have the buyer pool of people who work downtown necessarily thriving. Horton Plaza, the conversion on Horton, and then on top of that IQHQ, those were looking very positive for downtown growth, for downtown job growth, and creating more life in the downtown area. And so far, those projects have not found success yet. I do believe in the long-term vision of those projects. They are just not there yet. And if you're taking the second home buyer away, or dramatically decreasing it, you're not improving the job market in downtown San Diego. It really is then becomes a really rough market to then sell property. So if you own in downtown, it greatly impacts the market. So I'm going to include details in this blog below if you're seeing this on my website. If you're seeing this on YouTube, there will be a link to go to the blog. And then I'll include a link as well to reach out to your council person, because I do think that this is a very important bill to be outspoken about. Politics aside, it's just bad for San Diego. All right. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. My information's at the end of this video. I do want to say one more thing. I am a real estate agent at Compass. This is not the opinion or views of Compass. This is my own personal opinion and view. Thank you.